in charge of it describes as the most baffling he's ever tackled. In fact, apart from this teacup, there's almost nothing to go on. The cup, which hasn't yet been washed, as you can see, belonged to Harry and Meghan Tooze, who probably took it off the shelf in honour of an unexpected visitor. Was that you, or do you know who it might have been? What does seem clear is that someone who went to see them on their farm that Monday morning did not reciprocate their friendship. Chiarywine Farm nestles between undulating hills near the village of Llanharry, midway between Cardiff and Bridgend.
Come on. Where are you, you little buggers? Come on. Come on. There.
You may have known Harry Tooze from his market garden business, though he retired some 7 years ago. But he was still proud of his cabbages, which he guarded jealously from rabbits with his new shotgun. His old one had been stolen about a year ago. Breakfast time on Monday, the 26th of July.
Was that all right then?
Lovely, thank you, lovely.
Although this is quite a tangled web, isn't it? Perhaps you could remind us.
Have you finished your list yet?
Almost. That should last us for a few days. What sort of meat do you want?
I don't know. Bit of pork would be nice. Oh, what was that we had the other week? Lamb, was it?
Roast lamb.
Get that to me. Must get down to that cattle market again. It's time we had a few more head. Keep the place going like.
Well, he's got a
Well, I'm glad we got that hay in. That'll keep us going for a while.
Yeah, it will that.
Harry and Meghan were both born in mid-Glamorgan, and their little farm had been in Meghan's family for a century and more. Their only daughter moved away 7 years ago, and life was uneventful.
Got your purse and everything?
Yes, we won't be wanting very much, and we got our pension money.
Back at lunchtime then.
What little's known about that fateful day is this. At 9:30 a.m, Harry and Meghan left the farm and drove up their narrow, churned-up track to fetch their pensions from the post office at Llanharry.
Morning.
How are you today?
Fine, thank you.
Is your wife with you today?
Yes, just outside, Meg. Here you are, Meg. Fill your pockets with that lot.
Out of our pockets into Tesco's, more like. Not so busy in there this morning?
No, get you early enough, see?
Monday's always a busy day.
Anything in the paper, then?
No, nothing changes. World's still in a mess. Oh, that Ivy's coming back soon.
Who's that?
Ivy Brennan from Coronation Street.
Oh, that's rubbish. You're always on about that programme.
She's good though, I like Ivy. I shouldn't be too long. I haven't got very much to get.
They'd shopped here almost every Monday for 15 years, and sometimes bumped into one of Harry's sisters.
Hello, Harry.
Oh, hello, love. How are you?
Oh, I'm all right. How are you feeling after your operation?
Oh, not bad. Still a bit sore, you know.
We met them at Tesco's and we had a little chat about the family. Meghan liked their chapel and Harry had been involved in the farmers because he was on the committee. They were a very quiet couple and they were a devoted couple.
According to a neighbour, by about 11, the couple were arriving back at the farm.
I was going to visit my sister. I seen Harry and Meghan Tooze's Land Rover. They then turned in over the cattle grid and then went towards their home.
Where do you want this one?
In the cupboard under there.
Local people had thought nothing of the 2 gunshots that Monday lunchtime. Maybe Harry had been out rabbiting again. But that evening, when their daughter's nightly phone call went unanswered, neighbours were alerted. Eventually, police were called, and Harry and Meghan were discovered in the cowshed, buried under hay. There were no signs of a robbery, and it seems likely they knew their killer. Do you think you know who it was, or why someone might want them dead? Harry and Meghan had been shot. That was a necessarily impressionistic account because, of course, so little is known about that day. And as I said, this is really the best clue. You're pretty sure that this was taken down the shelf, from the shelf very, very rarely, and only when there was an important visitor?
That's correct. We can't rule out the fact that Mrs. Tooze herself may have drunk from the cup that morning. The indications are that she didn't.
But she never normally did?
No, her favourite mug was in the kitchen. Mr. Tooze's mug was on the table alongside that cup and saucer.
Now let's get this clear. This could have been an entirely innocent visitor that morning who may be watching now and sort of horrified, saying, well, look, I just dropped in.
That's correct. It could have been, as you say, an innocent visitor, but we'd ask that person to come forward in order that we could eliminate him.
Now, what's the main point of your appeal? Because you have so little to go on. How can viewers help?
Well, they can help firstly by giving us any persons who they know who visit the farmhouse. It is important. We haven't come across all that many people that actually went to the farmhouse.
Do you need to know everybody who knew Harry and Meghan?
Very much so, yes. It would help to give us a background on Mr. and Mrs. Tooze, which obviously would be great assistance to us.
Now, what about anybody who's heard rumours, even vague? Are they any good to you, or do you need concrete evidence?
Yes, however vague these rumours may be, then we would like to hear them. As I say, despite extensive inquiries, no apparent motive has emerged as yet.
So anybody who's been talking about anything that could be connected to
anything
this?
at all, feud, grudge, whatever.
Now, I know you've also got to eliminate some cars and some people seen in the area on the day. Tell us about them and the area involved.
Yes, comparatively speaking, the farmhouse in question is in a somewhat isolated area, and I'm particularly keen for pedestrians or motorists that were in the Trecastle Lane or the old Llanharren Lane area to come forward.
Those are marked in orange on the map then. Remember, it's Monday, the 26th of July. Very briefly, this is a replica of the gun that was stolen from Harry about a year ago, almost exactly a year ago. Pretty distinctive. Now, obviously, whoever's stolen it is most unlikely to call in. Somebody might have repaired it, though, or know who's got it now.
Yes, it has some very unique features. Firstly, the underlever opener there at the bottom.
The stock is broken by this lever here.
In fact, there was string attached to the trigger mechanism, similar to this gun, in order to secure it in place.
And a bit of damage to this.
That's right.
Right hand here.
The right-hand hammer mechanism was damaged.
Short barrel, I know, 2 or 3 inches off the barrel, and it had, under here, this brass plate, it had initials.
Yes, initials BJ were on the underside of the stock.
Okay, well, if you have any information, whatever it is, do please call us here in the studio, 0500 600 600, or you can try the incident room in Cardiff. That's on 0222 398 381. That's 0222, the code for Cardiff, 398 381.